PhD specifically was just gaining an understanding of the gene expression patterns when pineapple fruit develops. You know, when it develops at that physiological level, when we see it, we're like, okay, it starts off this small and it's green, and then over time it'll start to get bigger and it'll start to develop and the colour will change. So, so we were interested in the genes that were either upregulated or upregulated or downregulated when you compare an unripe pineapple to a ripe pineapple. That single gene, if we found that it was like 6 times more increased when you compare it to green, from green to yellow, that gives you an idea, okay, that gene and the protein that it encodes must have a significant role in the development of pineapple. It must have a significant role, because otherwise why would it increase in that level? So the same thing like a particular gene, if it was seen to downregulate, it was the same thing. Okay, so it probably doesn't have that much of a significant role. It probably has more of a significant role when the pineapple fruit is unripe, but not so much in ripening, because before I started my PhD, there were only like 51 gene sequences. We call it the NCBI database, and it's a public domain database where researchers, those in genomic research, we use that as a depository to deposit our gene sequencing information into, and it's for the public to be able to get access to. At the time of my PhD, there were only 51 sequences of the gene of pineapple, for pineapple. And after my PhD, there was like about 20,000, and that was as a result of the work that I had done. So I led the world first gene expression study of pineapple fruit development, and understanding the gene expression patterns, genes that were upregulated, genes that were downregulated, and even the housekeeping genes, because there are genes that would stay the same level of expression, and we call those housekeeping genes. I was awarded a Health Research Council postdoc fellowship to conduct molecular research on rongoa, rākau rongoa, used for type 2 diabetes, matihuka. I'm currently based up at the University of Waikato doing that research, but my work is in collaboration. So when I wrote up my HRC, I ensured that my HRC was also about advocating the importance of protecting and preserving the mātauranga Māori of our rongoa. And the way I do it is through meaningful and active engagements within the Māori community, relevant Māori community. So rongoa Māori, it's a holistic view, so there's the wairākau, the rākau rongoa, which is the work that I'm involved in. But there's also miri, romi, waiata, haka. There's so many elements, of rongoa Māori. But mine is specific to the wairākau, with the work that I'm involved in. And so with that, it lines in with the Y262 claim, the flora fauna claim. Unfortunately, when I go out into the community and talk about the work that I do, people only see that scientific aspect of, the science, and I'm talking about even people within our Māori community, especially when I'm doing mahi with the rongoa, you do get criticised, you do get criticised, but I've had to remember that, that's where it's really important for myself as a Māori researcher to really, you really need to back yourself, despite people's opinions and, differences of opinions about the work that you're doing, and back yourself and just know that you are on the path that you're meant to be. Nothing is by coincidence. Yeah, we are all on the path that we're meant to be on. Whānau are your greatest alliances, so I really stick close to. It's important for us all to really, stick close to our whānau, and even me being here, I feel a sense of whanaungatanga. Even just these couple of, just this time that I'm having here at Waikato-Tainui, it's just giving me that strength to carry on. And that's why I love this, the network that we're building here as well. It's really important. It really is important, especially